Welcome to the show.
It's they and them.
Or it.
Or it. It's it. Lokes.
It's lit.
It could be live.
Yes, sir. Hey, sponga se shine ban.
Yeah.
Let's have the points.
It's totally future, Janka. Sansa se shine. Let it shine.
bright.
Let it shine. Let it shine. Okay, we're good. Back on the podcast. Second episode. Marshmallow in the building.
Yes,
This
sir.
is Fishmatic. Got my homie Lokes. Huitsi, what up? Uja olo marauno nimrena. Aketsebi. Anyway,
Good, man.
tshwantse re refining menzi bafethu.
Hey,
Rona rinka payment in beers, in cases, not like in court, but in cases.
cases.
In cases. Now we should find that nigga, man.
You fare go thethe likyala ntate.
Athethe matyala, man.
Thethe matyala ngecase.
Yeah. Back to hip hop. That's the case.
Yes, sir.
Hot topic. Every year, every day, everywhere you go, man. It's a hot topic.
It is.
Yeah, things are happening in hip hop. Things have happened in hip hop. What a lovely genre, man.
Hey, yeah, bro. Ugh.
Started listening to it when I was a youngin.
Mm-hmm.
Still listening to it right now. I'll be
That's true.
listening to it. Muri line in Sasa. They'll be playing it and jamming it at my funeral.
Hey,
The genre of the century, man. I don't care what they want to call it.
damn, bro. Hey, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be lit, bro. Hey, and talking of lit, so what did you think? Did you watch Kendrick's video?
Yeah, I watched the music video.
Yeah,
I think it was a bit lenient.
it was a bit lenient.
He was a bit lenient.
Oh, he was a bit
towards
lenient.
Drake.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Like, it attacked him, but
yeah,
not as much as the song did.
yeah.
I think they could have done some other things, but maybe they're just trying to look for something that's a bit more appropriate
Yeah.
for TV or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There were some messages with what was happening in the
Did
video.
the video? Yeah.
Yeah, so there were a whole lot of jabs.
Some subliminals, right?
Whole lot of jabs, man, you know.
Yeah.
We love birds, man, but you know,
Hey,
when
bro.
they get out of control, we cage them.
We do. Yeah, I just feel like for him, maybe it was just the unification or LA being unified, you know, as a whole.
Yeah.
I think that was the bigger picture for him, you know, having the Bloods, the Crips, you know, every section. You know,
I
for him.
actually love it, man, when there's unity.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not quite familiar with a lot of people barapang here in Soweto.
Yeah.
But if I were to know all of them, what they're doing, if they pop,
Yeah.
I wish that they can carry themselves with unity, man, because you can do a lot as a unit. You
As
can't
a
do a
unit.
lot alone,
That's
but
very
you can
true.
do much more with other people, you know.
That's
And
that's very true.
Speaking of unity and doing things with other people, man,
Yes, sir.
please bring back rap groups. Please
Hey.
bring back rap groups.
Would that still happen though? Because I feel like, man, lately a lot of people have too much egos, bro. Like,
Too many egos.
yeah, too much ego. Yeah, there's just too many egos for rap groups to be formed. there's a lot of, you know, collaborations, you know, producer and an artist working together. I'm loving that, you know. I'm loving that that unified, you know, how can I say, that unified love that's being spread, you know. But like you said, you know, we need, you know, that collaboration between, you know, rappers, you know, having that group, you know.
Rap groups, man, they were actually wonderful for me growing up, man. Listening to rap groups, man.
Yeah,
you
bro.
have people who think of things differently, and are able to mash those differences and actually make them something dope. And create magic.
That's
You
true.
know, they created
very
a whole
true.
lot of magic. And when I say groups, it's not necessarily like 3 and up. Even duos for me are groups.
Yeah, it is a group actually. It is
like
a group.
Mobb Deep is a group.
Yeah,
Everything like that, like that producer rapper combo. You know, that rapper producer combo is also something that we need to see. Like, I don't know a whole lot of producers, especially here in SA. Mzansi Hala.
yes, sir.
But we had a lot of people who work with certain producers, and they made magic and whatever, and they understand each other. They understood each other. You know that Timbaland, Missy Elliott vibe,
bro.
and that Dre Snoop. That Dre with a lot of people, man.
Hey, bro. It did.
It did,
you know,
M.
50.
Dre with
the
50, the game,
that's very true.
It's something that I want to see happening again. You know, that working with one person and making magic. You know, making magic, like the way No ID did when he came back with Common on
Nobody's Smiling.
Nobody's Smiling. That album was dope. And he also did it with
hot
on 444.
It was
Dion,
Jay-Z. It was Dion. No ID.
Yeah, I love such projects, but I'm also open to people working with different people. But I'm just saying, we need some other people to do such things, you know?
We do.
You know, rap groups should come back. We need rap groups.
Yeah, man. And so sorry to cut you, bro. There's actually a group that I'm producing an album for. They're called The Louvre. It's actually, you know, 3 individuals coming together. It's 2 artists and 1 producer. And I must say, man, like they're so unified. You know, the music that they're making is so flippin' dope. Maybe one day we might get a chance to, you know, review their album or their project. You know. Yeah. But I will send you guys some links to their tracks.
Yeah. Are they the same guys that had the music video shot in front of your yard with the?
Oh no.
That's somebody else.
Yeah. It's actually a group called LFB. So it's like a movement, actually.
Okay, a movement. Okay.
Yeah, it's a hip hop movement. So basically, you just and shout out to LFB, man. They actually, you know, trying to put the hip hop scene up there. So basically, they actually invite artists, you know, to drop a verse. So they send you a beat, and then you just record with your phone. So you don't need to go to the studio or anything, you know.
Yeah.
You just listen to the beat.
Oh, is it the one that you recorded on? The one that you had posted?
Yeah, the one that
Dope
I posted.
Verse, by the way, man.
Thank you.
Dope verses by a whole lot of people on that. On that video, yeah.
Thank you, bro. You should actually join it, bro. It's dope. I love how they.
You didn't tell me, so.
I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. I've been so busy, man. But you should join it, bro. It's actually dope. I love how the concept works, because you don't actually need a studio, you know, to make a track, and how they unify different artists, you know, artists from East Rand, from KZN, from Mpumalanga, you know.
Yeah, and you know, the dope thing about technology is that you can reach a whole lot of people,
a
man.
whole lot of people, and that's one thing I feel like we should take advantage of, especially in our day and age. Like there's no excuse for a person releasing music, bro, even if it's not good quality, but just getting your music out there.
Yeah. But sometimes you do these things, and if they take off properly, then we can, like, not me personally, but when I say we, I'm talking about people in hip hop, people of our color. What can actually be done is that, okay, people actually digged this. We had this beat, people rapped on this beat, they had their verses. So let's invite everyone. Well, not over, if someone is far away and they have access to a studio, and actually record the verse properly, so that we can put it out on DSPs. And make it an actual song. So it's not futile, man.
It's not futile, because that's actually something that they're working on. They're working on an EP. So it's gonna be guys from KZN, it's gonna be people from all over, South Africa. But like they're only gonna pay for that studio time. But just showing that you don't need to be in one room, in order to make a track. Like you're saying, it's a huge advantage.
Yeah, because music speaks to you, man. Yeah,
it does. It does.
Sometimes I don't have to be in the studio with you to feel what's happening on the song. That's why sometimes you can relate to a song from another artist. You're like, damn, that's man, this nigga was mad, or this nigga was sad, or this nigga was happy on this song,
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, emotions run through the airwaves, man.
They do. They do run through the airwaves. That's very true, bro. Yeah. That is very, very true. So, what have you been listening to, bro?
Well, I've been listening to Lupe, Samurai.
Oh, we need to get to that.
King Crooked and Joel Ortiz, Tapestry.
Yeah.
I think that's the one I've been playing the most recently since it dropped. So it's been a hell of a ride, man. I've had I think that album is too dope, man. Yeah, they just killed it, man. But I think this is the 7th album together. Well, project, because you can count EPs as well.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Oh
yeah.
But that's flipping dope.
Yeah. 6 but projects, from the after Slaughterhouse, man, I was so mad when Slaughterhouse disbanded.
It was a tragic time, bro.
For me, man, because I actually loved Slaughterhouse so much.
Yeah, bro, and
I loved them from.
They were all killing it, bro.
Yeah, they were all killing
it. Everyone in Slaughterhouse was killing it.
And I hated people who would be like, on this song, so and so did this, so and so did that. No. It has nothing to do with individuals. I actually liked them doing that as a collective,
Yeah.
And it was very dope for me. So
it is.
After the entire Slaughterhouse debacle, then they started doing the duo project, King Crooked and Joel Ortiz. So they started off. It's been dope throughout the way, and my favorite at that time, well, not at that time, like since 2022, after they dropped Welcome to Harbor City. That was my favorite one.
Oh, I remember.
Out of all their projects, that was their favorite one. So after that, they dropped Prosper. I liked it too.
Yeah,
I think Tapestry is the one for me.
Yeah,
between Tapestry and Welcome to Harbor City.
Yeah,
I think
I need to listen to Tapestry, because I've listened to Harbor City. I remember you played it for me, and
it's lit, man.
That album is flipping hot.
And Joel, man, from two harbors, man. Yeah, talking New York and LA united, man.
Yeah,
the rise and fall of Slaughterhouse was them getting things off their chest, man, about what was happening with them breaking up, Slaughterhouse breaking up, and them fighting with Shady Records. So I still like it, but it wasn't like that for me. It wasn't my go-to project, considering the type of MCs that they are.
Yeah.
No, lyrically, always dope.
Always dope,
they never lack when it comes to bringing out the lyricism. Their lyrical abilities are always
On point.
top, on point, yeah. So yeah, been listening to that Tapestry, Samurai,
Oh, yeah.
Fun by Slum Village as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've also listened to
So
that also, yeah.
I'm just waiting for the other OGs. Common is releasing this Friday
With Pete Rock.
yeah
So they
the
dropping this
album
Friday?
that we spoke about last time.
Yeah.
It's dropping this coming Friday.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that. I can't wait. Because they've already dropped 3 singles already?
Yeah, and videos. And
Yeah.
videos as well. So they've been pushing.
They've been pushing, bro.
So-
And oh yeah, I just wanted to get onto Samurai, bro. Oh, I was so like, I love the album. I love it.
Yeah.
But it's so short. 8 tracks.
Yeah, Lupe is problematic, man.
Hey, right, I know. 8
Yeah, he
tracks
lives
is
in
not
his
enough,
own
man.
world. So you cannot control Lupe.
That's very true.
Yeah,
That's
what
very,
have you
very
been
true.
listening to, man?
Well, I've also been listening to Samurai. I've also been listening to, who else have I been listening to? Man, lately
You
I
haven't
haven't
been listening, man.
No, lately I haven't found projects that I'm really that I want to invest my time in, because
Oh, we're speaking about new projects right now.
yeah, like because
Fairly
most of the time,
new, fairly new.
yeah, fairly new, because most of the time I've just been, browsing, listening to, classical tracks that I know, and so forth, going back.
Looking for samples.
Nah, not looking for samples, not really. And not looking to bite anybody's bars like Drake, nah.
Shots. I think we should buy a bottle for our next podcast. So whenever someone sends a shot
Yeah.
at
Just take a
someone,
shot.
take a shot, man.
Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, pew, pew. That's a water can.
Hey, bro.
But if the water is toxic, it's problematic as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I haven't been listening to anything much. I've just been, listening to mostly just old school, man, because Lil Yachty dropped. I'm not interested in that.
Little?
Lil Yachty. Lil Boat. Skip
Like a yacht. Oh.
Yeah. So man, it's just been a lot of trippy music. So yeah, man, I'm just waiting for the OGs to also drop, man.
Yeah, but I also want the youngins to drop
Yeah.
as well, because we cannot
Oh, yeah.
rely on old people, man.
Yeah.
Not old as in like no. There are Sasa cases, man. No, like I think some people's work ethic is impeccable, so we shouldn't stop that.
We shouldn't.
They should
That's
they
very
should
true.
continue doing their work, and then with other people, maybe they don't feel comfortable with retirement because
Yeah.
they don't hear what they need to hear to say, you know what, I'm comfortable, I can relax now.
Now I can retire.
Yeah, you
do.
So and so can do this, so and so can do that. That's why I also say
Exactly.
I think we need rap groups to get back
Yeah.
into the rap game properly, like rap groups, man. But maybe it might be a monetary issue. How are we going to split this, split that? Because with DSPs, the payouts aren't as good as how they were with physical copies.
Yeah.
So you rely on gigs and other marketing things that managers have to deal with, that you have to deal with if you're managing yourselves and all that.
Yeah.
So some people may not see it as something that would work for them.
Yeah.
Because money-wise, it may not make sense.
Yeah. And
Money is important at the end of the day.
It is important. And to say, I've been seeing some, indie artists, especially in alternative music, and some artists in hip hop like Lyricism, The Alchemist, and so forth. Like they mostly do like a limited number of packages, or like, how can I put it, like a limited number of albums that they release, like an LP, a vinyl, and a cassette, and also a CD. I feel like
Or like collectibles.
collectibles. I feel like that's something we as artists should get back to, especially if you know that maybe you have those 1,000 core fans,
Yeah.
just releasing 1,000 albums, physical albums, just like what Nipsey did with his was it the marathon or something?
The one with the one where he had 100 copies.
Yeah, it was 100. No, it was 1,000 copies.
1,000 copies.
Yeah, it was 1,000.
bought.
Yeah, and he printed more on top of it. So each copy was sold for $100. If you're gonna bring it to South Africa, it's gonna be like 1.8. But but just showing that principle, even if you just say, this album is gonna be, like 200 or 500, it's only limited. It's a limited edition. I feel like as artists, we should gravitate to that, at times, especially if you've found that you have a certain number of core fans. Just releasing those collectibles, and it can be something that can be very profitable in the long run, especially if you're an artist that's reaching that world status and so forth. Because you look at Amsterdam in the Netherlands or in Europe, they still collect vinyls, CDs.
Yeah, I see them selling them online, man.
Yeah,
I try to buy them. They actually sell a lot of things at a reasonable price.
Yeah.
The problem is shipping.
It's shipping.
Yeah, shipping is shitting. Yeah, that's a pain in the butt, man.
It is.
Shipping is a problem. So
it is, man. It is.
Yeah, man. With companies like Amazon being this side, maybe things might get better.
Yeah.
But I don't think with collectibles like that it will be any better, because I highly doubt they'll bring stuff this side.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, I have CDs. I have a lot of CDs. I don't have cassettes anymore.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to my brother's cassettes.
TDKs.
They helped me a lot, man.
Yeah.
I used to have this one cassette where I dubbed music over. And when you lose your cassette where you dub stuff from the radio, and you're like, let me go get my shit, and you put it in the radio, and then you hear Celine Dion. I'm like, God damn it, what happened to my Tupac, nigga?
And when someone overdubbed them.
Yes, they'll dub over it, man. But those were the times, you had your special pen. Where for rewinding you had B-side.
I miss those times, man. I miss those times.
To have those things as collectibles, it's actually dope. And and you see that tape player, LL Cool J. That he had in the 80s.
The boombox.
Yeah. I don't know what they call it, man. I don't know what they call it.
It's like a boombox.
Yeah, they call it the boombox. Yeah. If you can have that, you can actually collect cassettes and play them on that shit, man. Cause with vinyls, at least it's still easier because you still have turntables. It's not that hard to access the music there, and you'd have B-sides, tracks on the B-side. Stupid as fuck, bro.
Hey, bro. One thing I just miss about physical copies, just going, like, while listening to the album and then going through the credits, just looking at the album sleeve.
Yeah, the leaflet,
the sleeve cover. It's something that, that just connects you with the project,
The project,
Yeah, because you just look... Because I feel like even back then we were more knowledgeable about who was the producer, the mixer, the masterer, who wrote the track, and so forth. Now it's hard to keep track of that, because I'm that type of fan that I want to know, okay, who produced this? Is this produced by Eminem? Is this produced by Dr. Dre? Is this produced by Kanye?
Scott Storch.
Hey, bro. Those having those type of having that type of feeling, just knowing that knowledge. It's very... I feel like it's very important, especially
connects you to the artist.
It connects you to the artist, and especially knowing how the track has been composed, who was involved within the making of it. It's something that's very important,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually dope. But you know, not but. As if I'm refuting what you say.
No, diddy.
Hey, wait. Let's please leave Diddy out of this, man. Yeah. Anyway, speaking of collectibles, you know, would you, not would you, but do you think people would collect CDs and cassettes to play them or just to have them? Because I know for me personally, if music is on DSPs, I have a lot of CDs. Right now, they're actually wrapped and closed. Like they're just there for me. Because they have this, I have a sentiment towards them, you know? And I love them. I love them. I want to keep them there alive until I'm gone. I don't know what Warizi will do with them. When I san kushi, but do you think people may feel there's no need to collect because they won't play it?
Yeah, some other people feel like, what's the use of me having the CD when it's on DSPs, you know? But I also think it goes with age, you know. If you grew up in the era, you know, where there was still physicals and so forth, you know, you have that sentimental part, you know, or that sentimental part in your life where you like, just having this will matter, so you collect them in order for you to just have them, you know, as a physical. But me as a purist, I open the CDs, I play, because I still have CD players at home, so I still listen to them. Because if you can listen to, especially to the sense of quality that you get from playing a CD and to listening to, you know, a track through DSPs or through a vinyl, there's a huge difference.
Yeah.
You know, there's a very huge difference. So it goes with the person that you are, you know, and how you love the sound experience, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so it goes with that.
That's true.
Know.
That's true.
Yeah.
And speaking of sound quality, man, do you think that, okay, obviously to you right now it matters. Do you think that to the general population it still does? Maybe let me say specifically to South African listeners, you know, listening to how tracks are mastered and how albums are mastered as an entire project.
Yeah.
Do you think that it matters to
the average
the artists themselves?
Well, there are artists who can actually, you know, identify that, okay, this has a bit of dithering, you know.
Like Kid Cudi, man, he's very anal when it comes to that. No, not that one. No, not that one. Man. No Diddy, not that one. Oh, no Diddy. Apparently, if you don't say no Diddy, you get in trouble. That's actually a word before people ruined it.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So it goes with.
Maybe it's also the disconnect between the rapper and what sound quality is, because back in the days, you know, you'd go to places where they host hip hop sessions, even here in Soweto, and like the speaker would be so loud you can barely hear the lyrics.
Yeah.
You have to pay attention to how they saying what they're saying in order for you to grasp their bars and everything, you know, to every detail.
Yeah,
so you know, if you're so used to such an environment, for that person, a studio sounding album is something. It's a different environment, you know?
It is.
I would say it's a different environment.
Yeah.
For that rapper, if his album was poorly mastered, he wouldn't actually pick up the bad quality of the album.
Yeah. And there's a lot of them, bro. Even international artists.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
and sound quality is very important, you know.
It is.
I remember when I heard in 2014 when I heard Levels, yeah, AKA, I was so impressed.
Yeah,
I was so impressed. The sound quality was dope. Like you can listen to it in proper speakers. At that time, there was a crappy speaker I had, and it sounded good on that speaker. I was like, damn, that album was properly mastered. It was properly mixed. It was proper, man, and the sound quality was proper, you know. So we actually need to do that, because sometimes bad quality music is off-putting.
It is,
to a point where you won't even give the project a chance. You may get that this person is actually saying something you want to hear, but because of the sound quality, you're like, nah, fam, I'd rather not. I'd rather not, because I want the quality to be this high or higher, you know?
Yeah.
At this level or higher. So people should take note of that, man.
Yeah, people should. Yeah, people really should take note of that. And I feel like also as an artist, you should actually invest time into, you know, listening to the quality of your music, you know. Don't just be an artist, you know, and fine, if like just be invested, like especially if you play some instruments, you know, and also be with the sound engineer once they're busy mixing. Like just sit there, because bro, I won't lie, I used to look at Marshmello mixing, like sitting like this, bro, like looking at every step that it takes, you know, and you hear that change, you know, you hear those frequencies, you know, changing, which is very important, you know, because as an engineer, you can only go so far, you know, and you feel like, okay, I feel like this sounds good, and then you send it to an artist, you know, and then after an artist will be like, oh, this sounds great, bruh, you know, let's go ahead with it, you know.
Like, no, I'm not happy with it, and it's like, no, it's good,
you know. So, and also with that, you need to know the language of, you know, of engineers, because they'll tell you about the low end, the high ends, the mid ends, you know, the saturation, you know, the dynamics. So you need to know all those, you know, those things. So as an artist, you really need to invest your time, you know, just be very, very cautious of, you know, of the music. Because bro, I was so disappointed when I was listening to Quavo and Travis Scott's album. You know, I used to listen.
Hancho one.
Yeah, Hancho.
Okay.
Oh, bro, the mixing and the mastering is so bad. And to think that the executive producer is Mike Dean.
Is it?
Bro, it is Mike Dean.
I didn't listen to the album like that.
Bro.
Sabo. Yeah.
Nah, it's
Sabo.
I am like, bro, it was sabotage, because it sounds so bad.
I love my coffee.
Hey.
Sabo.
Yeah, but it was sabotage. It was like, if you can listen to that album, it is bad when it comes to mixing and mastering, bro. And especially when you hear that de-essing sound like that, when a person says what's like, you had to
oh, damn
it's very bad on the ear, bro. So that's why
it discouraged me. I won't listen to the album anymore. I didn't listen to the album. I saw when they had announced it. I think it was 2015 or 17 or whatever.
Yeah, it was 2017. Yeah,
2017.
Oh, so it was 7 years. Oh, 7 years back, 7 years ago. Oh.
Yeah, didn't check it out at that
But
time.
oh yeah, but not only that, also whose album? It wasn't actually an album, an EP by Dr. Dre, the one that he released for GTA.
Oh, for GTA, yeah.
Yeah. Also, the mixing and mastering there is not on point.
I heard that one.
It's bad, nah?
Yeah. Because I didn't listen to it on proper speakers. I was listening to it while I was going to work on my crappy headsets. So I never listened to it properly on proper speakers or proper sound system, you know?
Yeah.
I'll give it a spin again.
Yeah, just listen to it. So, bro, for me, it wasn't something that I was, you know, expecting, especially, you know, coming from Dr. Dre, because Dr. Dre is such a huge...
He's a pioneer.
Yeah, bro, he's a pioneer when it comes to mixing and mastering, you know.
Dre is retired, man. Dre is retired.
But we just saw him on Kendrick's perform.
Yeah, he's
concert, bro.
retired. That's
Yeah.
him enjoying his pension. Dre's retired. I don't need anything more from Dre.
Yeah.
Nah. You want to kill the man.
Yeah.
Nah. He gave us a lot of jewels, man. And you
But
know,
he did.
I was
no
looking
lie.
at, going back to that Super Bowl that they did.
Oh yeah.
I was looking at Dre's children, man.
Yeah.
Those are Dre's kids, and it's not all of them. Those are Dre's kids,
Hey, bro.
and they're all big.
Yeah.
Nah, man, no. What do you still want from Dre? Nah. I'm going to defend Dr. Dre. He's my doctor.
But I was just.
It prescribes me some dope music. Emphasis on dope
Took the doctor's
music. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But I'll give it a spin again.
Yeah, listen
Maybe
to it
on
again. Yeah,
on a different sound system.
Yeah.
Because I only listen to it on my crappy headphones again. Headsets, actually.
You
'Cause
should
it's
check
the
it.
small earpieces, yeah.
Yeah, you should check it out again, man. I wasn't really happy with the mixing and the mastering.
Yeah. And you know what else makes an album sound bad?
Yeah.
You know, people record in different studios with different producers and all that.
Yeah.
When they put the album together,
Yeah.
they just take the songs the way they are. Like, you get something from this producer and he mixes it and he masters it however he does, and you just put it all together the way it is.
Yeah.
I think you should have one central person who will overlook the entire project. The executive producers should actually help with that. Who will overlook the entire project and makes sure that everything sounds properly. Man.
Exactly.
Because
exactly.
if we go highs and lows and this song, Pinela ko tlase, uphamisa volume. The next one, hey, then the next song, you know, that's also disturbing. Sometimes
It is very disturbing.
man. Speaking of mastering, man, Ludiversal.
Oh, yeah,
by
Ludiversal.
Ludacris.
Yeah.
It's actually loud. It's a loud album.
Yeah, it is.
It's a loud album.
It is.
That's until you hear Recovery by M. That's the loudest album. Yo.
It's
The
loud.
volume setting is high.
But one thing that I love
the
about
quality is
it.
dope.
Exactly.
Quality, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, but those are loud albums.
But if you have someone like Dr. Dre, bro, like Dr. Dre makes everything peak. Listen to Kush, bruh.
Oh.
Listen to like his drum.
I can't sing it. They're going to
I might
take our
just let
episode
one,
down.
bruh.
Yo, yeah. Kush was
Yeah,
dope,
man. You know,
Akon.
yeah. So if you have, if you have someone like Dr. Dre, and I was watching one of his
we have Marshmallow.
interview. Oh, bro, the maestro. How can we forget Marshmallow, bro?
Coffee is bad for you, man. Too much caffeine.
No, the
Stop
thing
it
is
with the Yeah,
my English is knocked off, bro.
Sabale, Rosnata se shapa Usain Bolt.
Hey, that.
Sir, well record.
Kesmati sonda tesabale.
That's what he said that. They never was
Hey,
told.
Pete.
Shapa mahuarabo mangro. Yes, continue.
Hey, bro, I just want to say people missed out when Mash used to be a full-time sound engineer, producer, and bro. I feel bad for you all, man. If you can't get this guy right now, too bad, because he's one of the best producers in South Africa, man.
Retired, bro.
Huh?
Retired.
Oh no, you are hard to reach right now. You hard to reach because bro, I don't think that now you have that, because one thing that I know from you, like, you one person who would invest their time, in a person's project, and you give it their all. So now I feel like you just don't have that time. Like for you now,
Mash has time. Mash is very strict with his time.
Yeah,
That's what people don't realize. Some people will tell you, I was speaking to Mash. I wanted to come on Thursday, and he told me he's busy. I'm like, okay, when was your appointment with Marsh? It was on Wednesday, but I couldn't make it on Wednesday. So I went there on Thursday. He told me he's busy, but he was just chilling there alone. I'm like, he is busy with something else. He works on a schedule, bruh.
Yeah.
Marsh is very strict with his time. He takes his time very seriously.
Yeah.
Do not mess with Marsh's time, because if you do, it's over for you. You'll have to set up another appointment. Don't show up unannounced.
Yeah.
Respect his time. If you say 1 o'clock, be there at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
If you're there at 3 o'clock, he'll have another appointment. Then it's done for you. So
okay, my
he's
bad,
not
guys.
retired.
Yeah. My bad, guys.
Retired.
I just feel like right now he's more exclusive. Like that's the vibe that I'm getting, because bro, he has to be exclusive. The amount of work that Mash is putting in right now and the sound quality, it is unmatched in South Africa, man. And
it is 3 albums in 2 years,
bro. That's a lot, bro.
I'm up to
bro, listen to Aquatic Species on Land.
Yeah, I did
The
that.
sound quality.
I did that in 2016.
The sound quality, bro.
Yeah, did that in 2016, man.
You know, so
I was old then. Imagine how old I am now. I was very old, man.
what dinosaurs on that?
Back pain.
Bro,
Pain,
even when I sit down, I have to, do that ish. You know, that sound, hey,
Hey,
right?
yeah.
But yeah, man. What else? Yeah,
Speaking,
we were still speaking of mixing and mastering. Oh, you wanna carry on?
What else did you have to say, man? I think.
Yep. Oh man. I just wanted to say, especially when it comes to mixing and mastering. One thing I wanted to ask, it's so flippin' sad that when you look at most prominent playlists and so forth, especially when you look at iTunes, why is it only that it's only tracks that are digitally mastered by iTunes that get onto playlists and so forth, where as of if it's lossless sound, meaning that it's mixed and mastered, it sounds the same as digital, as the ones that are mastered by Apple Music. Why is there such a huge segregation between those?
I don't know, man. Mash.
Yeah. Industry politics. Maybe it's something for another day.
R.I.P. Steve Jobs.
Moving right on.
Sorry, man. Man. Maybe he can hear us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably turned himself into an android.
Hey, but the
but I don't know, man. I don't listen to playlists personally. I search for artists, albums, and I check recommendations by people that I share the same taste of music with, So I don't really go into playlists and like check out, okay, what's the hottest thing right now, or what's happening. Sometimes and the algorithm, sometimes it helps you out. You may play something by a certain rapper, then they recommend something similar to that, And it could be a new artist, and you learn of that person and you get into their vibe, their album, and they featured someone else you don't know. Then you get to know that person, then you get to know the next, and so forth and so forth. That's how I get to know some the other music that I listen to. But playlists not that much, because when you're on the internet for a long time, man, you'll actually realize that not for other people, for myself personally, I do not resonate with a lot of people's taste in music that much. Like when a person puts out an album, let's say all 5 of us here like a certain album, my favorite track is the one that nobody thinks about. Usually, and you'll get like 2 or 3 people who will say this one is the one. This one is the one. I'm like, I don't think I know what's good for other people. Like when I make an album, I don't think I should ever choose a singer. I can't hear what other people hear. I hear it in a different way. Maybe it's because my ears are small. I don't know. I hear it differently, man. I hear it differently. So we also look at things like your TikToks, your YouTube, and what they suggest. They suggest weird stuff to me. So I play away from playlists and all that.
Yeah.
And I just search in
just go
ways.
with those recommendations and so forth. So, and to add on the topic of playlists, man, I just feel like going into playlists, it's more for a robbery game, like you're being robbed, because you have to pay to be in the playlist. Why do you have to?
Is it?
Yeah, you have to pay.
God damn it.
Yeah, you have to pay. Like, you can't just get on a playlist, or like, for example, Spotify, Rap Caviar, or
Rap
the
caviar,
iTunes.
like caviar fish.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I feel offended because I'm fish, man.
Yeah, that's what they call it, bro.
No. That's my name. Yeah. That's my family name, man.
Yeah, bro.
That's my family name. I'm mad.
You gotta sue them, bro.
I'm a mad fish.
You gotta sue them, bro. I'll be there, bro.
Well,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Continue. Sorry. Rap
yeah. So
no, that got me. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just feel like it's very unfair, and especially if you're an artist. I just look at especially the algorithm of how tracks go, especially the ones that are on playlists, and when you can spot, okay, this person paid for being in the playlist, and you can tell by, the number of listeners, the streamers, and so, like, they're very low, so for me, I just wanted to ask, is it worth it putting your music, or pitching your music to playlists and paying for that? Because I feel like it's not an investment that's going to be beneficial for you in the long run.
Yeah, man. I wish I could have an answer for that. I don't know, man. I don't know, because I'm not very familiar with playlists and how they work and all that. So maybe someone who does one day will answer your question, right?
I feel like we should actually get one of the people who
I'll actually start checking out they're going to mess up my algorithm. Okay, I'll
but for research,
research purposes, man. Yeah.
It's not only research for music. They pay people to do those playlists, you know that.
They pay the artist pays.
Execs and record labels.
Yeah.
So if you want to research your music, that's not how you do it.
It's not gonna work, because that's what I was asking Fish, because most people, like, when you wanna get into playlist DSPs, they tell you that you have to cough out a certain amount of money, just to be on the playlist.
So with whatever that you pay,
so
is it limited or is it unlimited? Like, your song or songs will stay on the playlist forever?
I'm not sure, but I think they do stay in the playlist unless if they get kicked off. Maybe they do like a chart or something. I don't know.
Playlists change, so you just pay for that specific playlist.
So
imagine paying for a playlist and then the whole Drake and Kendrick started beefing, man. No one is checking our playlist. They're like, we're following every track.
So
track by track.
So 1.5 go to where
it's July, bruh. It's July. You paid in what? April or May, whatever.
Still waiting for your results.
God damn it.
Yo, man,
I should have drank that money.
So rappers, if you want to get on playlists, it's a no, man. Gotta push your own movement, man. Gotta do your own thing, because I feel like that's one thing that we're gunning for. When you see so and so is on a certain playlist, you wanna be there, and you wanna get your numbers up.
But if they have the money,
they should. But that's another thing. I feel like it's fine if a playlist DSP is like, okay, I'm gonna give you this platform, for you to advertise. Whatever happens, it's up to you. So if you're gonna be an artist, you're just gonna invest your money. Okay, I'm gonna cough out this money on a DSP. I'm not gonna do advertising, marketing, or so. I'm just gonna be dependent on this much, because I'm sure even the money, it's not, just 500, it's not cold drink money,
500.
500.
1.5.
1.5.
Yeah, 1.5. Is it worth it? I don't know, man.
Yeah, man, because we here to guide, people who are aspiring to be rappers, to be
Guide
artists.
me, man. Guide me.
Guide you?
Guide me, please.
Should I guide you?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not that well. I don't have that much knowledge when it comes to things that involve a lot of technology.
Yeah.
I just know things that I need to press for certain things.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Like, especially with AI taking over and everything, that language is just too much for me, man.
Hey,
It's
bro.
just too much for me. And it's not because I'm old, it's because I haven't given myself time to actually sit down and understand these things,
Yeah.
I haven't had a lot of time to actually do stuff on my own and just be on my own, because I've had a lot on my plate. But I'll give myself time, man. I'm not the type of person that will say, this and that, I won't do that because of that. No.
Yeah.
I'll give it a chance. If you say something and give it a chance, okay, I'll give it a chance, man.
And I feel like Drake has actually given AI a bad name after what he did with the AI Tupac and is it Snoop?
Oh, Snoop and Park
Park, man, that was bad.
on tailor-made freestyle.
Yeah, bro.
People use it more.
Yeah?
It wasn't a bad thing. It didn't give it a bad thing. They used it more.
Yeah, I just feel like, especially in a time where there's beef, like you're trying to take two West Coast legends, and trying to make
Punches from the East Coast, Baltimore, what's up? Yeah, but he raps the West, so side till we die.
Yeah, man. I just felt like, man, that was a bad move, man. Using AI, bruh. Like, especially in a beef, bruh.
Drake, it's from Canada.
Hey, bro, I don't know.
Oh no, I'm not a part of that conversation.
Hey, bro.
No. That's it. I kid you.
But it's forgiven, man. But for me, man, that AI stuff was too shallow, man.
It was.
Yeah, it was too shallow, man.
We live in a time where AI is taking over, so
Yeah, it is.
it wasn't
taking over.
exclusively made for unknown people.
Yeah.
So even people who are big in the industry may use it however they use it.
Yeah, I've even heard, a couple of people just posting tracks of, I think it was Drake. I've heard Drake. I've heard Young Dolph. I've heard. Who else have I heard? They've actually been
I once
posting
heard
AI tracks.
Some dude who did Kanye.
Oh yeah, also Kanye. Yeah.
It sounded like the college dropout, late
Type of-
registration, and graduation Kanye.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn.
Bro. You.
I think he was like, okay, Kanye, if you're not going to do what I want you to do, I'll do it for you.
Oh, but I feel like the beef. I mean, this AI actually worked for Metro Booming, especially when it came to the
BBL Drizzy.
To the BBL Drizzy. It sounded like it was a track from the 80s. Back.
Yeah, I saw that
Yeah.
he was getting sued, and people called him a ghost producer. I was like, what?
They
Is
sued
that a
who?
thing?
What did they sue?
Yeah, Metro Booming.
Oh, the guy sued Metro Booming.
I don't know who was suing. Who was suing? Was it a guy or what? Or a label or what? I don't know who was suing him, but I saw that there was a lawsuit.
There was a
Another
lawsuit.
lawsuit covered whole AI thing. I carried that in the vocals delivery and take AI
Yeah.
by another producer.
Yeah, it was made by another producer.
Somebody so somehow, and then I use it for some
Yeah.
home slow for copyright infringement.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're like, damn,
Yeah.
a rapper that uses ghostwriters getting dissed by a producer that uses ghost producers.
And the sample is actually on. It's actually on DSPs, bro.
Is it?
The sample, yeah. I'll send you the link, but I was when I listened to it, bro, I was
Another 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
I was cracking up.
Yeah.
J Molley, yeah.
Yes,
That's Suicide.
Yes.
Yeah.
Emtee was the only artist tweeting.
Oh, yeah. Let's do a collab. Yeah.
So, J Molley posted a video complaining about Emtee or what dictated to lean. It was passed out most of the time. And J Molley arena but it's for everything. Transport linear Emtee.
Damn. Man, shout out to Khoiti, man.
They were not wondering. Like Emtee was the only artist honoring and then no such song.
That's so messed up, bro.
Yeah, man. I think Lean is better than Molley. Anyway, you know.
That's not it.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's a shot. Oh, that's a shot.
Yeah, man.
You did it.
Lean is better than Molley anyway, so. I don't know, man. Because, you know, I feel already someone reaching out like that for you or something. If they're passed out and everything, speak to them, man. Because they're out there trying to help you, man. You know? And getting in the studio can actually help you, you know, making music. Instead of talking about let's make music. And music makes money. Money makes moves.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. And I feel, okay, I feel like, especially for the part for J Molley, if he was the person who was paying for everything, you know, like, for example, I initiate something to you, you know, but you're the one who accounts for everything, you know, and I'm the one who's slacking, you know. I feel like, yes, you should have called him to the side, tried to talk to him, not take it to social media and so forth, you know, because if you do that as a person, maybe some other people, like, you might see it as you know, venting out your frustrations, you know. Some other people like, bruh, why are you being a bitch and coming with this too?
Yeah, and you know, looking at our Twitter in this country, man, they won't feel sorry for that kid anymore. I'm not saying it's okay for people to feel sorry for you when you're in a bad position. I think it's best when people actually try to help you when you're in a bad position, you know.
Yeah.
So if you're going to put out something like that, then it's a slippery slope.
It is.
People will be like, I don't want to be around that dude, man. Hey, first he says this,
next thing is that
happens, and now he's saying this about this person on social media, not to him or his team.
I felt like it should have been something he should have addressed, you know, within his team or with Emtee, you know.
Yeah, because if you're costing me money, man, I mean, we're people who make money, so we can talk about costs later.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
That's something else. Let's take a break. We'll get back to it. Yeah, man. We're back like never before.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. We just went out to check out that video that Mash told us about.
Hey.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, it's crying out here, man. Yeah. Well, I just have to say, man, I'm disappointed in J Molley, man.
Did you have great expectations?
Nah, man, I didn't, man.
Why are you disappointed?
I think I'd be disappointed in
No, man. It's just in general, man. I just feel like as a person.
As a person. Okay.
Yeah, as a person, like there's certain things you cannot say, you know, like you can't be saying that you bought niggas KFC because they look broke and so forth. You know, there's certain ways to address frustrations that you have. You know, like just simply saying, you know, I invested my time and effort and money, you know, to, you know, us making, you know, a track or a project or something, you know, but the reciprocation that he got, you know, the way Emtee reciprocated things, you know, he wasn't, you know, he wasn't thankful, or he wasn't very
Grateful.
he was ungrateful, yeah, and he wasn't serious about that moment. I feel he could have addressed it in that way, unlike having to throw a person under the bus and being shallow about things, man. It's not right, man.
Maybe we should learn something from this,
Yeah.
How was their relationship prior to this entire thing, man?
Yeah.
Prior to the incident and prior to his almost incident. Like how was their relationship back then? Were they friends, or were they acquainted to each other? Or, maybe there's something
That happened.
we don't know. Maybe not happened, but
Something we
you
don't
just
know
don't
about.
gel with someone like that, and
Yeah.
now you feel, this person is reaching out. Let's do something together, and one thing happens, and you're like, okay, I'm going to put this on blast. So at the end of the day, people may see it in different ways. How you seeing it, Molley putting it out there like that.
Yeah.
For you, it was uncalled for.
It was
for me
uncalled,
too. It was uncalled for. For other people, they feel, yeah, man, like, how do you do that? Messing up with someone's money and time like that. You're out here trying to, saying you're going to help me, and now you're not helping me.
Yeah.
You're actually just being passed
Making
out
things
and,
worse, or in a way,
we called him a lean addict, and whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe saying someone wasted, maybe phrasing it differently.
Yeah, because even for him to, reference the time when Emtee pulled out his dick on Instagram and so forth, that was uncalled for, bruh. I felt like for me, that was uncalled for. It was more of a vendetta type of thing.
Yeah.
Like you saying, we don't know what happened, prior, to this. Maybe they didn't have a good relationship, so maybe Emtee was trying to, squash whatever was happening, by reaching out.
Yeah, because I didn't know that that actually happened, but I know about the toilet incident that it happened.
No. What I'm saying is, like, for him to bring that up, it's sort of a spiteful thing, to do. As a person, especially if you're a person who's, I feel like, level-headed. You just mention things to the surface. You wouldn't go into detail. You just say, I bought them food. I paid for their transportation. You wouldn't
save that for a diss track. This is hip hop, man.
Exactly, bro.
Like Kendrick did, he saved everything.
Yeah, bro. It's like save everything.
And when it was time, it's like boom, pedophile, boom,
69 guy.
Colonizer, boom,
Hey, bro.
BBL, boom. All those things. I think there are a lot of unwritten hip-hop rules that are not followed today, and a lot of people actually get away with it, man.
They do
Get away with it, and these unwritten rules are very important, to keep the culture as intact as we can possibly make it, because we don't want to lose our backbone. The moment you bend over backwards too much, then you lose what you have.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
That thing, you may express your feelings towards someone in an interview. That's fine, but the best way to do that as a hip-hop artist is actually to rap about it.
Yeah.
Instead of blabbering on your Instagram lives or whatever these videos are that they post on Twitter, these selfie videos.
Put it on wax, man.
That's a 2-minute video talking about another dude like that. You could have rapped it.
About it, yeah.
I'll start a podcast at least. Start a podcast. Yeah, you know, but you already paid for studio time, so go rap about it, you know?
Yeah, bro.
But anyway, he felt he should express it that way. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, in hip hop, one of the unwritten rules is rap about it, man. You rap about your problems. You rap about
Yeah, that's
things
true.
that touch your heart.
Yeah.
Everything, man. You know,
Yeah.
this nigga did this and what and what and what. You just ether it, man.
Bro, look at composure, bro. When AK was telling that Anati was charging 80K for a beat,
yeah.
you know. Yeah, like, man, put it on wax, man. Like, don't be that type of person who's gonna be ranting all over social media, you know, and so forth.
Speaking of composure, man, that's actually it's actually a nice joint. It's a nice track.
Yeah, it's a nice track.
You know, put yourself in the shoes of the people getting dissed. Either one of them.
Yeah.
The three of them, you know. Do you feel that's a lethal track?
That's not really a lethal track, man. Like, for me, it's a very light-weighted track. You know, it doesn't have jabs, man. You know, it doesn't. You know, even though it might contain some true, you know, some truth in it, but it wasn't something that was very harsh.
Yeah, like,
You know.
for me personally, I don't think it had that thing that would make me feel like, damn, I can't go out now.
Yeah.
Because this person exposed this and that about me.
Yeah.
You know, for instance, if I was Anati charging 80K for a beat,
Yeah.
I'm proud of my work, nigga, you know.
But that's another thing, because after that, a few months, they actually did a collabo album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually dope.
Yeah,
That was actually
it
dope.
was a
Raw
dope
Angels were dope. And
Yeah.
Don't forget to pay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually like that collab album. Yeah. But I was just talking about a lethal diss track.
Yeah.
And you know, there's something that KRS-One actually mentioned on one of those old MTV shows that were hosted by Sway. Sway still
I remember.
that we had of his. You know, he was talking about what people say on the record does not matter if it's not truthful. Like on a diss record, you may diss me and say all these things.
Yeah.
If it's not factual, it doesn't matter.
It does.
So if it's not factual, it doesn't matter. And
Yeah.
if it's factual and it's a proper jab, then it's proper.
Yeah,
It's proper.
That's like times 10 in a way, yeah. Because I feel like those are the rules that apply to rap battles. You know,
Yeah.
like rap battles, they give you some time, you know, to do research about a person, but you don't always have to be factual about things. You know, there's
But
times.
only the truth can hurt you, man.
Yeah, only the truth can hurt you.
Lies don't, man. Only the truth can hurt you.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true, because, you know, one thing that I respected from Kendrick, the approach that he took when it came to this beef. You know, even when Drake was saying that all the info that we were feeding you was false and so forth, but the way he, you know, he projected that info, the way he gave us that information, bro, that was like, oh damn, bro, doesn't matter if it's true or false, but yeah, that shit hits.
You know,
You know,
which part of the Kendrick disses I actually liked the most, you know? Besides that Atlanta thing on Not Like Us, on Euphoria, when he talks about him being the biggest hate, it's about love and hate, but I hate the way that you know how he says I hate the way that you, because
the way that you
then the other party's fans will say Kendrick is a hater, but he told you he ate mild them.
Yeah, he did.
He ate mild them, like that last battle of Eminem,
Yeah.
where he tells you about himself, and then he goes against you.
Against you,
what can you say? You can't say I'm a hater now. I told you I'm a hater.
Really?
I told you I hate you.
Yeah.
You know, so those are things that are very important
Very, very important.
in these battles, man. I prefer rap battle in songs rather than the a cappella rap battles.
Yeah.
You know, they're actually dope, but I prefer people when they rap on beats. I prefer it in that way. I love the music behind it, and yeah, man, I resonate better with that.
Yeah. But I also want to say that I love how Kendrick did everything with reference.
Yeah.
You know, like everything he's
Like
been
Euphoria,
doing.
the TV show,
Yeah, like it's just been reference to every, because also with the one that you talking about, you know, where he was just stating that I hate you.
Yeah.
That was something that was also said by DMX when he was on Shallow in It. When they were like, what do you think about Drake?
Rest in peace, X. The dog himself, man.
Yes, sir. I love him.
I like the way dress. I like the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Rick Ross? He's like, nah. I like it. Only rap about food. Only rap about eating. You rap about eating.
Hey, bro.
Speaking of Ross, man, he just got his ass whooped.
Flip.
Oh, pew.
Bruh.
Nah,
By
man.
OV Hoes, bruh.
but
By
man-
BBL Drizzy, bruh.
No, you know, the thing is,
Damn.
Kendrick won against Drake, and everybody else who was dissed by Drake think they all won.
Yeah. For
Only
them, it was a
Kendrick won.
victory. Yeah.
Only Kendrick won.
It was only Kendrick.
Everybody else didn't win because they didn't put out the proper bars to defend themselves,
Bro.
against that dude.
That's true.
Kendrick won.
Bro, even
But-
Kanye came out with a diss track, bro. People were like, we hear you, Kanye, but it's fine. We'll wait for Kendrick.
Yeah, we kind of blue ticked Kanye, man.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bro, it only lasted for like 5 minutes, bruh. It wasn't.
It lasted. I just swear. I was like,
Play my man.
I did listen to it, yeah.
What can you say?
Nothing. Like he didn't say anything, bro.
Yeah,
Yo.
man. And then he's all up on Instagram talking about he killed Kendrick on No Parties in LA.
No.
Nigga, where were you this entire time, man?
No.
Shut the hell up, Kanye, man.
Okay,
I love Kanye, man, but no, you should keep quiet. You should keep quiet, man. when it
Since
comes
the
to
brother
this.
Kendrick, Lyricism Stogie TR is better than Kendrick. Yeah,
Okay. Let me
Stogie.
tell you something.
Okay, let's
Let me tell you something
Do me
about
hot man.
Yeah, let me just put the question like this. No?
Yeah.
Rap wise, Kendrick
Yeah.
versus Stogie. Go.
Kendrick would win. Bro, I just felt like, oh no.
Not who would win.
Yeah.
Kendrick versus Stogie. Explain a fella or okay.
Stogie.
Okay.
Stogie for
Stogie.
me. Kendrick is not that type of lyricist for me. Like in comparison to Stogie T.
Yeah.
Stogie T is
Okay.
is a bit upper for me.
I
than
also
Kendrick.
feel it's gonna be a hard topic because we have to take into consideration that these are two people coming from, you know, different parts of the world, and even though when it comes to, you know, general conversation of tracks and so forth, like, and how we measure bars, you know, it's gonna be something that's gonna be a bit difficult to, you know, to measure. And
It's not difficult. Hip hop is very uniform for me. Man.
it's not
Hip hop is uniform. It's
Yeah.
uniform for me, man. I don't think we should separate ourselves. That's why I even dislike when they say female rappers. Rappers is rappers. There's no such thing as a female rapper or a male rapper. Rappers, man. We should judge them the same
same
we
way.
judge every other rapper.
Yeah.
So rappers are rappers. And
Okay.
I think we shouldn't put a border against it. Stogie T can rap at a level that's higher than Kendrick.
yeah.
in multiple occasions. But making albums and curating the music in a certain way, Kendrick has the upper hand. You know, if we were talking about Stogie and Black Thought, you know,
it would have been something.
Those are top tier lyricists. Crooked Eye, you know, you know.
Yeah, I know. I definitely agree. I definitely
Kendrick
agree.
is a proper lyricist. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he isn't. He is a proper lyricist. I love his music a lot. I listen to his music. So, but don't underestimate Stogie, man. Even
but that's very true, man.
On a lot of songs, he's killed it. It's just that, you know, the body of work, some of it was lost. You know, it's about to me and the volume and whatever.
That's what I'm.
Boy, the Return of the King. You can't find them on PSPs. I think you find albums from Stogie T and up, ne? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So I don't know what's happening. Maybe whatever deals, problems and labels and whatever. I don't know what happened.
So,
but if people were to be able to listen back, we would see that that's not someone you could underestimate.
Yeah,
it's dope, man. And I feel like Big Sean is way underrated, man. As a lyricist.
No, he is way underrated.
As a lyricist.
He is. I feel like that's also someone who can go bar for bar with Kendrick. Bro, if you... Eh?
What bar for bar?
Sorry. Bro, but for me...
Big Sean, Kendrick.
So it's Big Sean, Kendrick. But yeah. Oh, but no, guys. Like people... And I have to agree with you. Like people really underestimate Big Sean. Guys, lyrically, because Big Sean ticks all the boxes for me. Lyrically, the flow,
and
you can't mess with Big Sean. Also, when it comes to flow, and when it comes to bars, because for me, it's something that's hard to match. You know, and I feel that's why also Eminem has huge respect for him, because, bro, like you limit yourself. Like for myself, I know that, okay, if I'm going with flows, I'm gonna go with the flow, but bars don't really matter that much. But if you're gonna do bar and flow, it's something that's very hard.
Yeah, you know, and even on Control, man, that verse by Big Sean was...
It was a killer verse.
It was a shredder, bruh. It was a shredder, bruh.
Did you even hear that flow, bruh? Did you even hear that flow?
Baba, ne senya verse ele monna. Ne ka apartheid government monna. Moso wethu monna. Yeah, the police and the soldiers ne senya fela. Nah.
Okay, I also feel like Kendrick has an advantage also with expression.
Yeah,
like he knows how to deliver, especially when it comes to expression, you know?
And he knows how to make cohesive albums. All his albums are very cohesive.
They're very cohesive, yeah.
Very cohesive. So he makes sure that it sticks to the point, and he makes his point loud and clear.
Yeah.
So you know, if that's your number one rapper, man, I think that it's hard for such a person to disappoint you, considering that he's nailed it so many times. I think it's hard for him to lose track of that.
Yeah.
Because he took a break and he came back and he still made an album that was... they call it a double album. Yeah.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
And the Big Steppers part.
But that's one thing
For me, you know, I pick and choose tracks on Mr. Morale.
Yeah.
And the Big Steppers, you know.
I feel like, you know, Kendrick makes great conceptual albums.
Yeah.
Like
they're cohesive,
Yeah, they're very cohesive, you know. Especially when you listen, because when I listen to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. At first, I was listening to it, as an average listener. I was just skimming through it. But after some time, and I think also one thing that added was me going through a certain phase in my life, and the album just had so much relation to it, and so I feel like that's one thing that Kendrick has a huge advantage on, the way he also, lines up his tracks and so forth. Like, it just seems so flawless, it just flows, which is a very great thing, because which is something I think with most albums, you can listen to it at the first time, and then after you be like, depending, on who it is, but the first time you listen to it, you'll be like, okay, it's a good album, it's fair, it's very good. But as you listen to the topics, the way it flows, track to track, the sequencing of it.
Yeah, like,
it's
people like Sticky Fingers.
Yeah,
Man. His album, when you listen to Sticky Fingers, a Sticky Fingers album sounds like a goddamn movie, bro. You're like, nigga, you're in the wrong place. You shouldn't be making music. You should be screenplaying out there in Hollywood, man.
Doing scores.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he writes proper albums for me, man.
Yeah.
Sticky Fingers. Shout out to Onyx. The group Onyx. But Sticky Fingers actually joined Onyx. When did he join it? I think Jovi. Sticky Fingers was joining Onyx 92 maybe. I think Onyx was around 92, 91.
Oh damn.
Yeah. But Onyx, man, hip hop groups. That's why I said hip hop groups should come back, man.
They should most definitely
I
come
love
back.
hip hop groups, man.
Yeah.
When in the work Kendrick,
Yeah.
P.O.
P.O. Mr. Dear God. That song, man, is flipping phenomenal, man.
Did he release something?
Yeah.
After Son of Nomsa released it.
He has an album out.
I haven't listened to it yet.
Seriously?
I mean, he's been putting out music. Le tape, le DJ Switch.
With DJ Switch also?
Yeah, Wilansa. Ele yabo ra ra ra.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
P.O, man, is very underrated.
Very, very underrated.
Very underrated. As a lyricist, maybe not that much as a lyricist, because I think people who actually hear him are actually appreciating his bars. So I think he's underrated as a musician.
Yeah.
He ticks a lot of boxes that need to be ticked, and he needs to be out there, man. And I don't know what he needs for him to be out there, man. But
it's what we were talking about last week. I feel like that's one thing that we need to, fix, especially as hip hop artists as artists in SA. Just the album rollout.
He does all of that.
yeah,
does.
man. I think the problem is the forecast right now, man.
Yeah,
The forecast is
Yeah.
it's looking a bit foggy for a rapper like him.
Yeah.
It's a bit foggy for a rapper like him, and it's up to us, the listeners, to actually pump up those numbers.
Those numbers, yeah.
And le hape o bona le ka generation ya no a re tsebe ba hodisa ke eng fethu. Wa understand that? And we are a bit grown. We don't have that much time to sit and listen to a lot of music because we have a lot of things to do, man.
Yeah.
We are old people.
Yeah.
Sometimes at 8:30, you're like, let me listen to an album. Before you even press play, you're sleeping because you're old as fuck.
Yeah, because for me, it's what we were talking about earlier on. When Mash was saying that, like in our days, music is, you know, it's not controlled by, you know, the internet or by playlists and so forth. You know, it's so fucked up that when you look at, you know, prominent playlists or like the streaming platforms that give people, you know, some shine and so forth, you need to pay for them, or the executives are the ones who pay for them. So you have to be in Universal, you have to be in big labels, you know, in order to get those, you know, those platforms, you know. So there's something that needs to be done, especially, you know, in the journalism side of things, you know, like being reporters of, you know, what's happening, what's popping right now, you know. So we need to fix that, you know, as you know, as a general, you know, country, like all of us, you know.
But P.O man is dope.
He's flipping dope.
And I love that
dope.
he hasn't stopped releasing. And he should never stop.
God bless the God bless.
God bless the God bless, man. He should never stop.
So much, please don't hate me when I was saying that, you know, I feel like in the country, you know, we only just being fed trap and so forth, because I was just looking at it in that sense. Okay, you know, when you look at playlists and so forth, because I was trying to see what's popping right now, you know, what are people trying to listen to. Popping,
man, is wrong.
Okay, what's happening right now?
No, I mean popping. If you look for what's popping, you'll never find the right stuff. What's poppy, dog?
Yes, sir.
What's poppy, dog?
All right,
Sister Bettina.
And that's a wrap. And that's a wrap for Let's Talk Hip Hop.
Let's talk hip hop, man. We still have a lot of ground to cover anyway. So
we're still gonna cover it. You know, for now it's still, you know,
Fishmatic, Lokes,
the Lokes man, and the ghost right there, Mr. Mush.
Marshmallow.
Until next time.
Peace out.
Yes, sir.